These are the best non-medicated ADHD treatments that I've seen work with people with ADHD. As a doctor with ADHD, when I was looking for different natural solutions or different solutions other than using medications, it was a long journey. I spent, hours and months and years trying to find something that was going to work for me with trial and error. But I want to save you from having to spend hours and months and years trying to figure out for yourself. And there is a lot of different non-medicated ADHD treatments that may work, may not work, but there's ones that actually do outshine those types of treatments out there. So let's kind of dive about those. And I'm going to talk about 3 specific ones because there's a lot out there, and there's 3 that I think that are very effective that I've seen work for not only for myself, but also for my patients and clients that use these types of actual treatments that I've seen that are effective. And at the very end of the video, I will tell you about how to specifically use these for you so that they become effective versus just trial and error, and how you can actually make it more effective and customize to you. So the first one is neurofeedback. So if you haven't heard about neurofeedback is a way to retrain your brain. It reads your brainwave activities. You use usually a head device, uses software to give you feedback of what's going on in the brain. Because we have all different types of brainwave activity, and people with ADHD tend to have very low wave brain activity when it comes to specifically attention. And then, of course, can have anxiety. So sometimes there's imbalances depending on the person. Not every ADHD person has the same type of brain frequency, but there tends to be a pattern with people with ADHD. But there's the hyperactive part as well as the inattentive part of people with ADHD. So neurofeedback can give you that feedback, but what it does is training the brain. Just like if you're training your muscles, it's also training your brain to help with the focus, help with the attention by using different software. And so they have found that neurofeedback can be just as effective as a stimulant medication. They've done research on this where it has shown that has been effective, but without obviously the side effects, because it doesn't require of you taking something internally, but you're using a head device software to be able to help re-engage and focus and train your brain. Now, with neurofeedback, it can be really expensive. It also requires being very disciplined and doing the training at least 2 to 3 days out of the week where you're doing neurofeedback sessions. The second that I've found very powerful is coaching. So finding someone who can coach you, specifically if they have some understanding about ADHD. I still today use coaching. I would not be here today having this video conversation with you today if I didn't have coaching. There's no way I would have gone through college and medical school or a lot of things in life, even with business. I have always relied on coaching and also mentors to be able to get me to the next level, because with ADHD, as you guys know, we struggle and we need someone that's already paved the path, that has been through it and knows how to implement strategies specifically for people with ADHD, because we deal with a lot of executive functioning issues, planning, time management, school tactics was a big one for me, and the academics. So having someone that can coach you can make all the difference for you, and is a really important investment to make, of finding someone that can actually coach you through all the day-to-day things that you deal with ADHD. Now, the third and final one before you jump off away is a lot of people use supplements and nutrition, right? And you guys have probably maybe already experienced it. Maybe you have. Maybe you've tried changing your diet. You've tried different supplements and you're not finding that it's not working. Problem here, it needs to be customized. It has to be customized to your needs, because not one person with ADHD is the same. It needs to be customized to your needs as far as what's going on in your body chemistry and your brain chemistry. And finding those imbalances makes a huge difference as far as understanding what's going on in the body, so then you know what types of foods to implement, you know what types of foods to avoid, you know what types of supplements are going to help balance the brain chemistry and the body chemistry, and that's what makes a huge difference. And that's what has made a big impact not only for myself, but also for all my patients and clients. When it's customized, then you can use this as a non-medicated treatment or a supportive treatment with your medications, and it makes all the difference in the world when it is customized. Now, these non-medicated treatments for ADHD are great, but
they're useless if you do not know how to apply them and make it more customized to you.
When I was able to take these types of non-medicated treatments for ADHD and apply it to myself, but were customized because I found other doctors at the time, as well as coaches, to help me apply and implement it where it's customized to me. It made all the difference in the world. And now that I actually help other people with ADHD with the same struggles that people do face with when they're trying to implement these non-medicated types of treatments, when it's more customized, it makes all the difference in the world. And because they're doing that, they're seeing great results other than having to just relying on medications. Now, to learn how this process works, how I've seen it work with all my patients and clients, is you should watch my free training that's in the description below of the ADD Mindset Formula. This proprietary process is how I help all my clients and my patients, same process that I went through, to be able to use these types of tactics in using non-medicated treatments so that you can achieve an optimal mind and performance. So watch that description right now in the description below of the free training that helps you be able to have that optimal mind.